Most people don't know why they do the things they do or why they think the things they think. And when questioned, they can become aggressive, defensive, name-calling, argumentative, upset, hostile, or say that they don't want to explain themselves to you. Yeah. And many people who complain about their partner or that they can't find a partner or the families that they have, that they are raising or have raised, or their friend group or their community could easily diagnose what the problem is. But it takes a mirror, a mind, and a plumb line. Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Moleski. This is my YouTube channel. Today I would like to talk about the wedge. It's what I'm calling the wedge. Stick with me, you'll understand. So I mentioned before a plumb line. Do you know what a plumb line is? I didn't until a couple days ago. A plumb line is an ancient instrument used to get the true vertical top to bottom from a great height or a low height to the earth. It's straight. And no matter the position of the thing that it is attached to, the plumb line will be straight. And I have been taking it this week as a metaphor for truth, good, integrity, honesty, goodness. Now, maybe we all see things different in terms of good, but I think most people would agree that good is honesty, truthfulness, kindness, non-violence, or not meeting words potentially with violence. So I think most people have a moral compass. But the problem that I see is that people, even though they know the good thing, they maybe don't do the good thing depending upon the situation. So maybe your partner pisses you off, so you're kind of a dick back or you're a bitch back. But you know that it's underneath you. You know that the plumb line is this reaction and you've given it this reaction. Maybe in business, you don't really care about Fred, so you fuck over Fred because you justify it in your mind that it's okay to do this bad thing in business because the means justify the ends. Is that how it goes? Anyway, you have an idea of what is good and you bend it. So if we were, as an individual, as a people, to look at every decision that we make, big, small, partner, business, the person at the grocery store, if we always act with that plumb line of truth, and we're parallel to that plumb line of truth, we would have integrity. Would we have wealth? I don't know. A great partner? I don't know. Great children? I don't know. But at the end of every night, you could rest your head on your pillow knowing that you had integrity, that you were following the plumb line of truth. Now, there is something that I call the wedge. And I think everyone does have a wedge. Even the most pious, amazing, truthful, honest person can divert a little bit from the truth. But the question that I'd like to ask everyone is, if you were to tally up all of your actions, even if that's harming your body with substance, or being cruel to someone, or not being fair-minded, or taking advantage of situations, how many degrees would that take you away from what is good? Some people are at like a 5 degree. Some people are at like a 90 degree. So what would be your number on a daily basis? And then I would say, if you look around at your community, your children, your parents, your partner, your friends, your family, and all the kvetching and bitching that you could possibly do about them, I would bet that their wedge degree number is very similar to yours. And maybe you're very honest, but you're very cruel. Okay, so and they're not very cruel, but they're very honest. So in there, it's still a degree separation. I would say if you're at a 25% slant, if your wedge is at 25 degrees, then probably most of the people that you spend time with are at a 25 degree difference of integrity as well. So why does this matter? Two things. Birds of a feather flock together, and first follower. We're all looking for a community and a culture in which to create or to belong to. If you act upright, Jordan Peterson's book, his first rule is what is it exactly? Stand up straight with your shoulders back. So he's talking about a plumb line, and I'm talking, and he does in his book as well, but about acting that plumb line of straightness. You stand straight, also you act straight. And the reason this is a big deal is because you're not going to attract someone. If you have a 5-degree wedge, you're not going to meet someone with an 80-degree wedge and walk away and be like, I like them. Like, I really hit it off with them. No, because you're not similar enough. So the closer you can get to the parallel, the better off you are for finding your first follower. And a first follower is the most courageous person that you will meet. And typically the first follower, a good example would be a partner. You act with let's say that you are a person of integrity, honesty, truth, kindness, good, okay? You're going to attract and be attracted to someone else who is similar. So you have your second fence post. And then you choose to have children with them. And that fence post, you're not leaning, you're all high up. And that's how you create a family. That's how you create a community. I worked with a guy who, he was the best restaurant manager that I've ever had. And then he went to start a restaurant. And I said, how's it going? He said, it's fucking hard because I know exactly what I want for hospitality. And most people in hospitality now they're kind of poopy pants, right? Like, when's the last time you had really good service? Because the culture around restaurants is pretty bad. So he knew he had to have this restaurant function like this. So he had to wait and finally sell someone like, holy shit, this is a good idea. So he had his first follower. And then they all started lining up. You have the one person, takes courage, second person, first follower, that takes potentially even more courage, and then the masses come, and then you can create a community and a culture. So I ask people, what's your wedge degree? And how can you change it? And do you really want to change it? I find a lot of people, when you talk to them about this, do, like I said before, they get defensive or upset and passionate, but without a lot of logic. So you have to actually want to change. And then what do you do to change? Well, I don't know. Do you drink less? Do you hold more doors? Are you more kind to your coworkers? Are you more honest with your boss? Whatever it is that can get you 1 degree different. Because one degree is pretty easy to get, right? 1 degree is pretty easy to get. But once you do that, you have your degree. Now move 1 more degree. What's that look like? I don't know. But if you want to wonder why life is difficult or why people around you are shit, I would say take a look in the mirror and start there. But when I just started doing this video, I was thinking about what I would say. As an anarchist, I believe in total self-responsibility and the NAP, the non-aggression principle. So I don't aggress on you, you don't aggress on me. And I think that's probably as close to the straight line that we can get. But we find people that they lean left, as they say. So that plumb line is straight of leaving people alone, but they're leaning left. But they find other people that lean left and they build this crooked ass fence. And I think it could be the same with people on the right. They lean right. The plumb line is here. They still have a lean, but they're finding people to build fences with that still lean. Ugh. To be with high integrity against the left and the right and all the different teams that there are takes a lot of courage, I would think, right? Or no, am I totally wrong on this? I don't know. That's what I wanted to talk about today, is the wedge of the plumb line and to live the best that you can using a good plumb line. What is that plumb line? I don't know. I'm not going to talk about that today. That's it. What's your degree? Tell me your degree. I'm interested in your degree. Mine's probably, hold on. I drink too much. And I'm kind of lazy. I work, I have a full-time job, but those would be my 2 things. I would say I am probably 15 degrees off. 15 degrees off. Okay, how many degrees off are you? Have a good day. I can't wait to hear.